So I'm going to start week 3 of technical analysis price action study that I do, and this is going to be for the weekly chart. A lot didn't happen last week. I thought the markets were going to be a lot more volatile with the Fed speaking, but the markets ended up being indecisive. So here's the weekly chart of the S&P 500 index. This is the cash index over here, and as you see, the market's closed in a doji candle. So this means indecision. And what's interesting is it happened at the high, the all-time high, and the candle closed in a doji. So a lot of indecision in the market. The market's trying to figure out where it wants to go. And what I was really focusing on, and what I'm going to be focused on this week, is to see how the market behaves within this range over here. If the market does go below this 24.96 level, this would be rather bearish. This would definitely be a bearish move. Usually what happens is when markets rise and after they start falling below the low of the previous bar, you see there's sometimes follow through. This is very bearish sign. Well, not bearish, but bearish to neutral. You see it occurred here, it occurred over here, it occurred over here, but the market's rallied back strong. So it's going to be interesting how the market reacts and how it behaves within this price range over here of, let's say, the high of 25.08 and the low of 24.96. So if markets do go below this level, this is bearish to neutral for me. If the markets never go that low and go above this 25.08 level, we could definitely see prices continue to go higher. Let's bring up some of this analysis I have. So as you guys see, I said from the previous week, if we look at this trend line over here, it was behaving like support, finally broke below it, below this upper trend line, I apologize. And the market's now trying to go above this trend line. This would be extremely bullish if it does go above it, but like I said before, if prices do go above it, I don't see it being sustainable. A move like this on this time frame would not be sustainable above this line, above this trend line. It just wouldn't be sustainable just from market experience that I have. So as you guys see, I'm gonna still consider this trend line over here as resistance. That's how I've been playing it. I have a vertical call spread on at 25.30. So if the market stays below that and closes below that number after Wednesday, I'm in very good position. I'll receive the credit that I put the position on for. Anything above that level would definitely mean trouble for me. But as I see right here, the market is treating this trend line as resistance. It's going to be interesting how the market, if it does go higher, how it behaves around this trend line. And as you guys obviously also, this trend line is extremely important. I mean, it's really, prices are currently really far away from it, but with all what's going on with politics and this political situation with North Korea, we could definitely see prices reach this trend line in no time at all. But as prices stay above this trend line, I'm definitely going to be bullish to neutral above this trend line. Let's quickly also look at this Bollinger Band. Bollinger Band, as you guys see, the high of last week was 25.08, which was exactly where the Bollinger Band's high was, that 2 standard deviation upper Bollinger Band line, and it behaved like resistance, and it touched the line and came back down again. So if the market does continue going higher, I just would like to see how it's interacting with this Bollinger Band. And what's interesting, the previous week before that, it closed right at the Bollinger Band. And if we do see prices continue to go higher, you'll start seeing that these lines will start moving more out, like you see here, and this one will start moving out this way also. So as of right now, I'm basing this Bollinger Band as a resistance line. What's interesting, if we go back in history, at this level, what is this, January 12th, markets close. I mean, let's even go below. Yeah, as you guys see in January, or this is December. I apologize. This is December. I apologize. So as you see in December, markets closed way above the Bollinger Band, and it was honestly behaving like support for a little while, and then turned into resistance. So as the week goes on, I would just like to see how price interaction with this upper level Bollinger Band. I'm going to still put up these horizontal lines just to let you guys know as price is above this support line. Definitely I'm going to be bullish to neutral. If prices do get back into this area, I'm going to be 100% neutral, and if it goes below this support line, that's going to be bearish to neutral level. If we see prices break below this 23, what is that, 52 level, and it definitely below this 23, 29 level, definitely going to be bearish. It's definitely not a good sign. That's where the bears will most likely start getting stronger, but I don't see the bears getting anytime strong above this 24-20 level. Definitely. So those are just key areas to keep your eye on. And very quickly, if we look at these monthly pivot lines, as you guys see, the week closed on Friday, it practically closed right at the resistance 1 level at 25.02. The next level that we're looking for a move higher is 25.33. Definitely don't want to see prices go up that high. That would definitely violate my call credit spread. But if they do, I'm going to take proper precautions before they get that high. I'd like to see how the markets react around this 25 level. Definitely want to see that. It's a key level to look at on the upside. And this downside, obviously, the main pivot, the neutral pivot, is at 24.59. So as long as markets stay above this neutral level, I'm definitely bullish to neutral. So that's guys, that's the weekly chart. It's very simple. Don't want to get too complicated. This is just a brief overview of the weekly chart that I want you guys to be aware of for the week coming. Real quick also, let me just do a measure move up from the previous consolidation area. I think that's going to be interesting. Let's use this level, and let's see this level over here, this breakout. All right, so clearly from this previous consolidation area, markets broke out, continues to go higher, behave like resistance. So we're at, honestly, this next target of previous consolidation. We hit it at 25.92. We're clearly above it. This is definitely bullish, and if prices do go up, don't be surprised. But you know, the market is looking for a little bit of a retracement. I mean, markets seem that they're a little choppy up in these levels right now, these higher highs. But like I said, anything's possible in these markets. All right, thank you guys. This is just a weekly update on the weekly chart.